Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an Age of Mythology Retold beta cast. You can tell it's a beta with this thing. Constantly will bother you, but that's all fine. We've got Chemo here to help us out in the blue color. One of the top Age of Mythology players. He's probably gonna be pretty comfortable here on Retold as well, although I heard he's had some struggles playing as Set here. Let's see what he can do. On the other side, coming back to Age of Mythology from AoE 4 is Avely. He used to be an AOM player originally, and now he's gonna show what he's made of once more, playing as Odin. Odin is very commonly seen around these parts. Very long distance for the villagers to walk, but the map is Highland anyway. Let's reveal it real quick. It's got this big river in the middle, so you gotta go for that and get these fishing spots. There are not many fishing spots and they're quite uneven. As you can see, the middle spot has 9 fish, then the left side has 3, but the right side has 6. So you're kind of gambling with your initial dock placement, and you know, Chemo really got the short end of this right now. Avely is right in front of the fish, but Chemo, he's not going to be able to take any of this, I don't think. He's going to go to the side, find out that it's not here. Gonna steal one of Avely's spots. There's going to be some heavy fighting over this. Early advances are going to be important because in Retold, you got all 3 ship types available in the classical age, which means you can easily siege down stuff. Okay, Avely has fixed his unit positioning here. Now the ox cart is right next to these guys. We got a question in the chat. That Greek still beats Norse easily? No. No, actually Norse is, I think, advantaged throughout the classical age. Then in heroic, it turns around, but you really need some good raids. It's just the Norse army is so good in classical, you can be in so many places at once. Greek have a harder time doing that. But for this match, we're looking at Egypt, and Chemo's already put 4 workers on gold, signifying that he's wanting to be ready with his temples soon enough, but maybe he wants to make many docks. We will see which one he's going for. I think it should be rather a quick temple with a second dock soon, but we'll see exactly what way this will go. The Bear of Set is attacking this Norse dock, as Set can convert animals and stuff. Although in the Archaic Age, they will be significantly weakened, so they can't really do that much damage. Still, the chip damage does matter a little bit. Why can we not see the health move? Oh my god, it resists the half damage, of course. 30% armor. Alright, the temple for Chemo is coming up. He does not have a monument just yet. Set's big bonus in Retold is that he can put his barracks around monuments, and then he gets a discount on the units within. But being a water map, that's of less importance. And we're gonna see probably a naval heavy fight. The second dock for Chemo is already being placed down. This is where all his food is after all. So he wants to protect that and keep it safe. Avely, oh, wait a second, Chemo figured out that the docks can now shoot at fishing ships. That's gonna shut down this entire operation over here. Very interesting. Avely is still making a ton of fishing ships. Maybe it's gonna be a bit of a later advance for him as well. Yeah, this is like a 5 minutes advance almost. 4:45? Something like that. You can definitely get an age up of 4:15. That would be ideal. That's when you can start making the combat ships. And yeah, the hero is going for the relic. We've got Hecate's torches, which reduces god power reuse cost and cooldown time by 10%. New relic indeed. Freya is going to be the choice here for the classical age. Where are the ravens? It doesn't look like they went in for the quick forest fire. You can definitely shut down Chemo's economy a little bit here. especially if he doesn't react quickly to the forest fire. The Valkyrie is going after the bears offset. Bet Chemo wishes he had brought them home because they're not only not doing a lot of damage, but they're getting killed by the Valkyrie. The Raven flies into all this, but we got the first of the ships. Chemo is going for the war barges. Bear in mind they are slow, and the hammer ships counter them super hard. Chemo has a third dock as well. Funnily enough, placed here rather than closer to the fishing ships. But yeah, both players are going for the siege ships for whatever reason. That's strange. Also, this is shallow terrain, which means that the units can actually walk over it. Cabinet is getting added in by Chemo. He's got a dock advantage overall, and it seems to me he's got like a fishing ship advantage as well. It's very nice to see. Avely might be considering something on the side of a fast heroic, considering how many resources he's got saved up. If he puts a few more on gold, I could totally see him getting a fast heroic while still making ships. Not a naked fast heroic, of course. Just a quick one is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, both players are gearing up for a big fight. Chemo has a lot more ships, however, and he would win a straight up fight. He can outrange the dock as well. It's only got 18 range, so these war barges can go to town from range. Even the animals are creating little distractions for the Norse ships. And Avely really has got to get his act together if he wants to get something done. But I think he's really aiming for that heroic, although I don't see any market or armory from him. He's got a ton of food right now. Yeah, that's what that is. For whatever reason, both UIs lead me to the currently spectated player, even though I'm clicking on Chemo stuff. I want to see where he's getting food. So he's got the chickens. He's empowering his gold right now. Naturally, he's making all his houses just randomly positioned, not preparing for any farming. But little does Chemo know, fish are gathered very slowly and retold. In the classical age, you cannot upgrade your fishing ships, so they're just stuck on 0.45 per second. It's not a full villager's advantage here that we're seeing. That's a huge fleet, however, from Chemo. He's got so many cabinets to protect his war barges. You cannot just dive this with hammer ships. Has to be a large number of dragon ships for our Norse player, but it seems he's losing on the water. And Chemo is just overall going to be very comfortable here going into the later stages. More ramming galleys and cabinets. He really wants to win this water and take over the additional fishing spots, which he has just done. More food for Chemo. The heroic age for Avely still not happening apparently. He does have the resources for it, but there's no building for it. It seems Chemo is very likely going to just dominate on the water here. I'm not even sure he needs to make any more ships. He is printing, but I think it's time to stop and instead get a town center or something. That would be great. Yeah, he's gonna absolutely crush on the water. Finally, we're seeing a building, an armory from Avely, but his gold mine has expired. Little problematic. He's got the resources, however, but he has to go to the next gold mine. If Chemo now was to have units, or if he got a heroic age out of all this, that would be great for him. But unfortunately for Chemo, he's got almost nothing food related, just a bunch of fishing ships here. These guys are actually sitting here idle. You should take over these fishing spots as soon as possible. Ships are just watching over nothing over there. But he is gonna clean up the docks now. Oh, we've got a proxy. Avely is gonna build up here. A Great Hall and the Longhouse are coming up. He potentially wants to gold starve Chemo. Chemo is getting a town center, but it doesn't protect the gold mine. So as long as our Norse player is able to control both of these sides without letting Chemo get too far ahead on the water in terms of fishing, with heroic age coming up, Skadi is gonna be the choice. I would have kind of liked a mountain giant attack with the trees right now. Honestly, you could remake the temple here, right there, and delete the old one so that the mountain giant spawns at the front. Obviously, that would be sucky for that relic, but you're not gonna make use of that anyway anytime soon. So yeah, get the mountain giant, get the trees, get a second mountain giant if you can, a bunch of units, and boom, 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 smack everything. and then use your unit advantage to gold control. This is a problem. Chemo is definitely going to have access to a ton of food now, and win a market. He could trade for gold if he really wanted to, but he now has 27 villagers on food as he's transferred a bunch of cows to the new town center. That's exactly how you should do it. Avely going for the hill fort up front, as well as a bunch of Jarl. Now the Jarl no longer have the bonus damage against myth units, so they're just a tough cavalry unit without the Njord upgrade, Ringgiver. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of it is, but Chemo is setting up a triple barracks real quick, as well as a ramming galley. I'm just kidding, that is a monument. The game is kidding too. That is some weird bug. Oh my god, Dressier says chemotherapy. I'm dying, dude. That's amazing. Thanks, Dressier. I'm gonna reuse that and steal it. Wait, in the other order. Chemotherapy. Alright, gold mine's about to expire. Our Norse player is taking this DC. What a sneaky bastard, dude. Avely, you have no shame. Alright, we're not gonna see any rams, it seems. Just medium infantry and a bunch of Huskarl. He's not looking to smack this too hard. Wait, that is some sneaky playstyle from our Norse for sure. That's what Norse should be about, right? Let's see these economic upgrades. There's nothing for food. And you know, Chemo is getting closer and closer to that heroic age, so this could be problematic very soon. Pharaoh is toast, but he's a free unit that will respawn, and we've got a little bit of a lag spike, which I'm not enjoying very much at all. The game is like almost frozen up, but we've recovered. That's nice. The spearmen are pretty tough now. They have 1.75x bonus damage against cavalry. It used to be 1.1 in the original, so this is actually something to fear. Gotta be careful, but that's why we have throwing axemen. Was the game stable for me? I wouldn't say so, but at least it got the games done. Spectating is a little bit iffy, as you can tell. And this is a lucky game at the moment. Anyways, we've got a Frost Giant here with the army. That should take care of the Anubite. Of course, he's gonna freeze a Spearman accidentally. Because the abilities are still on auto cast. You have to manually disable it for each unit that you select. A little bit annoying. I really like this idling Valkyrie here, which Avely can use as a healing base. That's very nice. I love the micro from Avely. It's so good. Going for the tower now. With the Frost Giant trying to help out, but he didn't actually end up attacking. The tower will be taken down in the end. But Chemo is sprinting units. Bunch of slingers coming in. The slingers are going to be the counter to throwing axemen. They count as ranged units. And these guys have a 3.5x multiplier, so they're not going to live particularly long. Frost is going to be used somewhere. Excuse me? Oh, he got the gold villagers, but not all of them. The cast was a little bit off-center. He wanted to get the hunters too, but the range isn't quite that big. So he was hoping that, I guess, freezing the entire economy of Chemo would create problems. And you know what? He's probably correct. Chemo will need to slap down a market instantly if he wants to recoup a little bit of gold from what else he's gathering. The slingers are doing a good job microing down the throwing axemen. However, Chemo's army is essentially toast. He doesn't have gold. He needs gold to make absolutely anything at all. He doesn't have favor. He's not able to make any myth units. He's getting Serpent Spear for the Spearmen, which is going to give them a poison damage that he can slowly whittle down the Norse army with. But guess what? He's going up against Odin. They're actively regenerating anyway, so it's just enough to offset that. Not very exciting. Oh my god, the frozen units don't remember their orders and they idle down after firing. That's a huge issue. Chemo, wake up. Wake up. Help. Oh, that's so painful, dude. Avely's Hill Fort is ready. It has been ready for a long time. It means that he can go Mythic as soon as he has the resources for it. He just needs a little bit of extra food. He has so much gold right now. This gold mine's about to expire, but he's just gonna go to the next one, no problem. Going through this fleet is a little bit painful for him. That's why I would have liked to see a temple up front so he can make the new giants from there and stuff. Slamming down this armory with the portable rams is a move. It's one of the moves of all time. It's a free building. Those of Chemo can very easily remake it, no worries. Where is the throwing axeman group? It's gone. That's a problem going up against all these spearmen with the calf. But the Jarl are pretty strong. They're Ulfjar now, which means medium. They should probably not get the classic name, but just medium. And now that they're just a human unit and nothing special. That said, this is a very strong looking army for our Norse player. He's not going to be going for Mythic just yet. Spent all his resources on miscellaneous business. Spearmen are, however, poisoning these cavalry units, and they're melting, dude. There are 3 portable rams on this. You see the villagers coming around with the kitchen knives to shank these naked men. They never had a chance. But unfortunately for the villagers, the cavalry is on top of them. And now Avely has the town center advantage. He could potentially even get a 3rd town center behind this should he wish, as that doesn't cost food anymore. He's gearing up for that mythic. If he was to get access to Ragnarok, I think Chemo would be in fact toast. But all these cavalry running right into the medium spearmen with Serpent Spear, that is not gonna be very pretty whatsoever. Matrius is not in this game, however Avely is kicking butt. Wow, that was a great save. Good job, me. Yeah, Avely giving Chemo some Avely therapy, it seems. I'm told in the chat that the lag spike is just the actual game ending. I believe you. That should be still smoothed out though. It's not nice. You know, it should be smooth. It should be silky smooth. Imagine that in tournaments. It's just not a good look. Anyway, Mythic. 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 Give it to me. I wonder what he's gonna go for. Oh, he's spending. He's going for more units. At some point, this is gonna happen. Whether you like it or not. Please like it. I think Chemo might be patrolling these guys. I like that a lot. For this land bridge area, you gotta cover it. So why not just patrol on the land bridges with half the fleet each? Oh, Chemo, the sneaky bastard. Look at this guy. He's going for the gold mine. I love it. This little raid is still cool. And the map hacker, Raven, is watching closely. Avely slowly but surely creeping closer to this main base of Chemo. He's only still on 1 town center each. The villagers are gonna find each other. And against heavy raiding cavalry with several armory upgrades, you just gotta run. You have to respect this business. Yeah, more and more houses are getting taken down here. And Avely is starting some good farming operations. Hopefully he will get some of these villagers got turned into berserks. I like that a lot. I was gonna say, hopefully he gets winter harvest. That's a really good upgrade to increase your food income for the Norse. He's even getting ballistics, Avely is. Whereas Chemo is just kind of hard stuck in the situation that he's currently got. He's printing units from all these barracks, but what good is that gonna do when you're up against a technologically superior faction? Perhaps Avely should share some of his technology. Oh my god, did all these villagers just die? Chemo! You can't let that happen. Bruh. This is getting really brutal. Avely is ahead 71 villagers to 30. I wonder if that counts their fishing ships, but still, even with the fishing ships not counted, that's huge. Ginormous. These are basic slingers as well, not even medium. Oh, the dwarves are taking the risk to cross the seas. I think they would have been fine just here. But what do I know? Avely has the 3rd town center. Used to be Chemo's town center. Is no longer Chemo's town center. And really, Chemo is just hoping that Avely will disconnect or die of a heart attack. There's no way that Avely is going to be losing this game at this point. He's even getting tower upgrades and stuff. Chemo will be in the heroic age soon enough, but can that save him? He will certainly need ancestors in order to combat those heavy throwing axemen, seeing as his units are just not enough for the job. He will need everybody at home, that's for sure. Town Center's helping out a little bit with the fire. And yeah, Avely is just happily staying in the heroic age. Not much happening with that. He's got 55 favor and climbing as he kills everything here. The serpents are gonna be used as well by Chemo. Really trying to hold on here. He's gonna have to micro the slingers though onto the heavy throwing axemen rather than shooting at the great Jarl and stuff like that. Those are heavy, by the way, the great ones. 21 minutes in the game here, it does not look like Chemo can survive with what he's got. Avely just too sophisticated. He's kind of posh, to be honest, I would even say. I can't see. The barracks are bleeding. He's ramming a scorpion, man. I love it. Those deal some seriously heavy poison damage, but I mean, these guys are highly upgraded by now, so it doesn't matter too much. Even the throwing axemen are so high in number that they can kind of fight the slingers now, although they still hurt them a lot. But Chemo is absolutely toast. Avely takes the game. Absolutely beautiful work by him. Now that's gonna go on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are watching this separately. And for those watching live, we're gonna continue with more.